Hey guys! Welcome back to Learn English Naturally. Today, I want to share a story from a trip I took to Singapore about a year ago. That day was an unforgettable tourist day. I started my morning at Merlion Park taking funny photos with the famous Merlion statue. Then I went to Gardens by the Bay, and later explored the colorful streets of Chinatown. By the evening, I was exhausted. I really wanted to live like a local. So instead of taking a taxi back to my hostel, which was located near Chinatown, I decided to hop on a public bus. But after a few minutes, I noticed something was wrong. The bus was turning down streets that looked completely different from the route on my Google Maps. I started to panic. I was sweating and feeling completely lost. Luckily, I saw two local students chatting right next to me. I took a deep breath, gathered my courage, and asked one of them, "Excuse me, does this bus go back to Chinatown? My hostel is over there." The girl gave me a warm smile and said,
"Don't worry, you didn't catch the wrong bus. Singapore buses sometimes take a longer loop, just be patient, it will get there."
Hearing her words, a wave of relief washed over me. I thanked her, found a seat, and sat down. About 15 minutes later, right before a bus stop, that same girl suddenly walked over and showed me her phone map.
"Hey, your stop is the next one. Don't miss it."
Before I could even say a proper thank you, she and her friend rushed off the bus. It's been almost a year since that day. Later on that trip, even when I was leaving from Changi Airport, I was still thinking about them. That small adventure made me realize how beautiful traveling can be. So, that actually happened to me about a year ago. And looking back, there were a few phrases I used in the story that I think are super useful for you guys. You see, when we learn English naturally, we want to focus on phrases that express our true feelings. Today, I've picked 3 amazing expressions from the story to share with you. I'll explain exactly what they mean and how you can use them in your daily life. Let's check them out. Highlight 1. Gather my courage. In the story, I said, I gathered my courage and asked one of them. Now, many English learners often say, I tried to be brave, or I forced myself to speak. Those are totally fine. But if you want to sound more natural, use the phrase gather your courage. Think of your courage like small pieces of gold scattered around. When you gather them, you collect them together to make yourself strong. I know many of you watching this channel have good English, but you are just afraid to speak. When you are lost at Gardens by the Bay, or when you want to order food in English, you will feel nervous. That's the exact moment you need to gather your courage. Next time you hesitate, just tell yourself, take a deep breath, gather your courage, and just say it. Highlight 2. A wave of relief washed over me. The second phrase is, a wave of relief washed over me. When the student told me I was on the right bus, my heart finally calmed down. Usually, we might just say, I felt happy, or I stopped worrying. But if you want to make your story sound like a movie, use this beautiful phrase, a wave of relief washed over me. Imagine relief, that peaceful feeling, is like a big, warm ocean wave, and it washes over your body, taking all your stress away. It describes that exact second when you go from "oh no, I'm in trouble," to "phew, everything is going to be okay." It's a fantastic phrase to use when you share personal stories with your friends. Highlight 3. It's been almost a year since. And our last highlight is from the end of the story. It's been almost a year since that day. When we want to say that something happened a year ago and we are looking back at it, please do not say, this thing passed 1 year. That sounds like a direct translation from Chinese. Instead, native speakers always use this perfect structure. It's been plus, time, plus since plus, past event. For example, if you haven't traveled because you've been too busy, you can say, it's been 2 years since my last vacation. Or if you haven't seen a friend for ages, you can say, it's been a long time since we last met. It's super simple, grammar-friendly, and it makes you sound incredibly fluent. Awesome! Now that we've broken down these useful phrases, Let's put them back into the story to see how they work in real life. I'm going to tell the story again from start to finish. This time, notice how much easier it is for you to understand the emotions and the details. Sit back, relax, and let's review the story together one last time. So, to wrap up, a year ago, after visiting Gardens by the Bay in Chinatown, I wanted to live like a local on a Singapore bus. I got panicked, but I gathered my courage to ask for help. A kind student fixed my problem, and a wave of relief washed over me. She reminded me to get off before she rushed off. It's been almost a year since that day, but even when I flew home from Changi Airport, I knew I would never forget their kindness. What an unforgettable adventure that was. I'm so glad I got to share this memory with you today. But the real learning starts now. I want to hear your voice. Scroll down right now and type a quick sentence using "gather my courage," "a wave of relief," or "it's been a year." I will personally reply to your comments and help you out. Before you go, if you want more videos about real-life English in cafes, workplaces, or shopping malls, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story. Remember, don't just learn it, speak it naturally. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Wait. Don't look away just yet. Since we talked about Gardens by the Bay today, I have a secret bonus tip for you, especially if you are traveling with kids. Inside Gardens by the Bay, there is a hidden gem called Jurassic Nest Food Hall. It is a spectacular dinosaur-themed restaurant. The decorations are incredibly realistic, and the dinosaurs actually move and roar every hour. If your children love dinosaurs, they will absolutely be obsessed with this place. It's the perfect spot for parents to grab a bite to eat while the kids have a blast. So, if you're planning a family trip to Singapore, it is definitely worth checking out. Alright, this time for real. Go practice your English, and I'll see you in the next story. Bye.